Okay, picture this scenario. You've got an all-cash buyer ready to close on your home in Columbus, Ohio in 2 weeks. Everything's moving fast, just like you wanted. Then the title company calls with news that stops everything in its tracks. There's a lien on the property you never knew about, or maybe a boundary dispute from decades ago. Who knows? You get nervous because you think this means months of delays and legal bills that you can't afford. Hey, it's Marc Van Steyn with Easy Sell Cash Home Buyers right here in Columbus, Ohio. But here's what most homeowners don't know. The right cash home buyer will handle these title problems for you, not walk away from them. But before we talk about specific problems, let me explain what title insurance is exactly. Title insurance protects you and the new owner from financial loss if someone else claims they own the property or if there are legal problems with your ownership. When you buy a house, the title company does a public search through public records to make sure that one, the seller actually owns the property and has the right to sell it, and two, looks for any claims or liens or legal issues that could affect ownership. Here's why this matters when you're trying to sell fast for cash. Most homeowners think title problems are rare, but they really aren't. I see title issues on lots of properties I evaluate in the Columbus, Ohio area. These problems can pop up even if you've owned your house for years without any issues. The three most common issues I see are liens that you never knew existed, boundary disputes from decades ago, and public record errors that really aren't your fault. Let me give you an example. Sarah, who lived in Westerville, found out her property had a mechanics lien from work done by the previous owner like 10 years ago. She had no idea this lien even existed until she tried to sell the house fast to cover some medical bills. The contractor who did the roof repairs for the previous owner never got paid, so they filed a lien against the property. Sarah was in complete shock because she never hired this contractor and had no idea about this unpaid work. Then you've got judgment liens from unpaid debts. These happen when someone owes money and a court orders that their property can be used to pay off the debt. Even if you didn't create the debt, if it happens while someone else owned your house, that lien can still be attached to your property. Unreleased mortgages also cause problems. When the previous homeowner paid off their mortgage, the lender was supposed to file paperwork removing their claim on the property. But sometimes they forget and make mistakes, and the old mortgages still show up as a claim against your house. And then there are tax liens. If property taxes weren't paid even years ago, the county can place a lien on the property. In Ohio, these tax liens can accumulate interest and penalties, making them more expensive to resolve over time. The worst part, most homeowners discover these problems right when they need to sell fast for financial reasons. Then all of a sudden, you're not only dealing with a job loss or medical bills or a divorce or an inheritance, you are finding out your house has legal problems that could take weeks or months to fix. Boundary disputes can come from old surveys that don't match current property lines. Maybe a fence was built in the wrong spot 20 years ago, or an easement for utility lines was never properly recorded. Public record errors can create their own headaches as well. Sometimes the county recorder's office makes mistakes when they file documents. I know that's hard to believe that a government agency could possibly make a mistake. Your deed might have the wrong street name, a misspelled owner's name, or some other issue that's not your fault. Even a simple mistake like these can stop a sale because the title company can't verify clean ownership. But here's where most cash home buyers won't tell you about how they handle these problems. When they find a title issue, they just walk away completely or tell you they need to fix it yourself before they'll buy it. That leaves you stuck with legal problems you don't understand and costs most homeowners simply just can't afford. The key difference is that an experienced cash buyer like me have systems in place to resolve title issues quickly. I don't run away from problems because I don't know how to fix them. This is exactly why I work with reputable title companies and real estate attorneys who know how to fix these problems fast. They've handled hundreds of similar cases and know exactly what paperwork needs to be filed and which government offices to contact. Now, let me walk you through exactly what happens when I find a title issue on a property. Most cash home buyers, like I said, or wholesalers will either walk away or ask you to fix the problem yourself. But my process is completely different. I've built my business around solving these problems for homeowners, not running away from them. The moment a title issue shows up, this is where other cash buyers disappear and leave you stuck with problems you can't solve alone. They'll tell you to hire your own attorney or pay for your own title work and call them back when everything's fixed. That could take months and cost you thousands of dollars you don't have. Meanwhile, you're still dealing with whatever financial situation made you want to sell fast in the first place. Here's how I handle it differently. Step one, I keep my cash offer on the table while we order a comprehensive title search to identify every single issue. Most buyers will cancel their offer the second they hear about a potential problem. Not me. I maintain my original cash offer because I know these issues can be resolved in most cases. The title search gives us a complete picture of what we're dealing with. Maybe it's just one mechanic's lien, or maybe there are multiple issues that need attention. Either way, I need to know exactly what's on the property before we can move forward. Step two, instead of handling your list of problems to fix, I immediately contact my network of experienced title attorneys and title companies here in Ohio. I don't wait around hoping the problems will solve themselves. Within 24 to 48 hours of finding title issues, I'm already on the phone with the professionals who can fix it. These aren't random professionals I found online. They are specialists I've worked for years and who know how to resolve complex legal matters quickly. My title attorney has handled hundreds of lien releases, boundary disputes, and public record corrections. My title company knows exactly which government offices to contact and what paperwork needs to be filed for different types of problems. Step three, my team handles all the research, legal filings, and negotiations while you wait for updates. Not stress about deadlines you don't need to learn. You don't need to learn real estate law or figure out which forms to file with which government offices. My title attorney handles all the legal research and determines exactly what needs to be done to clear each problem. My title company manages all the paperwork and follows up with all the recorder's offices, the county treasurer, and any other agencies involved. During this process, I keep you updated on the progress, but you're not responsible for managing the details. The end result is that you get your cash without becoming a title expert or spending months learning real estate law. Most homeowners have no idea how to resolve a mechanic's lien or fix a boundary dispute. They shouldn't have to learn these things just to sell a house. That's my job, not yours. This is where my service really shines compared to other cash home buyers. I absorb the complexities so you don't have to deal with it. While other buyers see title problems as reasons to walk away, I see them as part of the business. My network of professionals can handle simple corrections that take a few days or complex legal matters that might take several weeks. Here's the bottom line. A title problem doesn't have to kill your fast cash sale if you're working with the right cash home buyer who has a system in place to handle these types of issues. If you've got a house in Columbus or anywhere in Central Ohio with potential title issues and you need to sell fast, give me a call at Easy Sell Cash Home Buyers. Let's talk about how I can take that problem off your hands and get you your cash quickly. Remember, you don't have to become a title expert or spend your own money fixing legal problems that aren't your fault.